Welcome, friends. Or not. Considering there's no one here, I can say whatever I want, really. How are you? I am Quack. Oh. Have we been busy since the last time we spoke less than 24 hours ago? Probably not. I see we already have one person watching, and it is Dior Rose, who has led me astray tonight. Oh, I see we have many people watching. How are we, friends? Are we okay? I am going to put the Covfefe link in the chat if anybody cares to press it. Or if you don't, that's okay too. I'll get over it. I'm not wearing any clothes. Well, I'm wearing some clothes, but not much. Not much, ladies, not much. Where is the link I need to post? Today, I am wearing tobacco oud. Oh, son of a Mitch. Sorry, friends. I don't like just putting the fucking link there. I just like this, like, buy me a coffee. Who knows? Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. It's calm. Sometimes people do. Sometimes people don't. I've still got a sore throat. Do not drop a lemon or you will get your comments removed. Whoops. Dior Rose is a bad influence. Oh my God. Stop doing that. No, I don't want to watch this on TV. Sorry, just everything's just turned to shit for a second. How are we? Are we all right? Hope you are well. I think I saw Wes in the chat. Welcome, Wes. I've met Wes in real life. And it was very nice. Him and Alan, lovely people. Good people. That's better. Deb says, any others having fun with the resample set? Mitch, you a fan? Well, it's a bit hard to tell at the minute because I haven't received mine yet. I did buy one, though. Don't tell us anything. I don't want to spoil it. I want to do some first impressions. But I am looking forward to it, absolutely no doubt. No doubt about it, I'm looking forward to it, mate. And welcome to you, Dev. Just in time, right on time, says Shiva. Welcome. Gotta go out on your sea. Hi, Rich. Hi, Google. Hi, Dev. Scent of the Night is Beauty and the Beast by Arige Lador. Good evening, Rich and chat. Good evening, Adam. Shiva is wearing Overture Man. Adam says, did YouTube change their layout today? Possibly. I wouldn't notice. I'm useless. Do not drop a lemon. Gotta go out on your sea is wearing H24 EDP. Welcome, Wes. Welcome, Dev. Sean, welcome to you. I'm looking forward to receiving me a resample set. I just don't know when it's going to come. I pre-ordered it. I've ordered a couple of other sample sets as well. I need to start on, I think I need to start on Affinescence next. I need to go to YouTube. I need to go to my channel. I need to go to the community posts, and I need to check out the poll I ran a couple of months ago. So I've done Eldo, I've done Santa Maria Novella. I need to do the January scent. No, I'll be doing January scent project in January now because obviously, you know, So I'll do Evanescence next. And then I will do either this Filippo Sorcinello, Sorcinello, I can't remember what his fucking name is, Jesus. Sorcinelli, I beg your pardon. And then I will do the Parfum d'Empire sample set that I've bought. I bought 20. And then I will do, I don't know. I'll have to find some new ones. I'll have to do the Arige at some point as well. Sorry, I'm fucking engrossed. I'm watching a video of some people having a fight. There's a bloke with a fucking tire iron. Jesus. That's not very fucking nice. I'm going to send that to my friend. He loves that shit. Stamford Hill. And I'm going to... Sorry, I'm just ignoring you massively. I need to sort my life out because it's not fair. I've come on stream and I've just fucking gone very, very quiet on you. Okay, so where am I? Did you get your Arige sample set yet? Have you tried anything from Floriku? Says Matrax. No, I didn't get the sample set yet. No, I haven't tried anything from Floriku yet. Jura says, scent of the day, Santal Astral. Got a sample. Too much woody amber for me. I want my iris and sandalwood's too creamy, not harsh. Yeah, the brand shit. They've only got like 1 or 2 good fragrances. I think I've had too much salt today. I've got a thingy on my tongue. Something on my tongue. What do you call them? Like an ulcer. Isn't Floriku a Memo Paris sister project, says Dev. Ooh. I heard that true, says Matt Trax. I got the sample set. Pretty unique. Memo aren't very good. Love their bottle, but I don't know. They don't interest me at the minute, says Dev. Bob is here. Welcome. Wes says, scent of the day is Oud Purity by Alexandria Fragrances for the first snowfall this morning. Oh, have you got snow already, Wes? Outrageous. Jura says, your breathing is like brown noise. May fall asleep. I don't know what brown noise is. I'm always out of sync with Arige releases, says Shiva. Maybe one day or season I will be on top of his releases. Yelena Markovic, how are you? Where have you been? It's been a long time. There's an Instagram, Shiva, and posts his release dates on there, says Dev. Jura and Anuj thought I fell asleep. Sorry, lads. Sorry to let you down. What's your take on Healy Parfums, Mitch? Honestly, his perfume style is my favorite at the minute, says Dev. I love Mount Fresh. And there's a couple other stuff that I've smelled from him that's really good as well. Salmaren's really good. I haven't tried enough to say that I love it, but I do want to try a couple more of his stuff. Oh. Sorry, I'm just putting my pants back on because it's fucking freezing. Oh. Oh. Sorry, I'm drinking something particularly fizzy. I'm just going to have to keep making apologies at the minute, sorry. Wow. You know when something's really cold but also really fizzy? Oh. Hello, Jonathan. How are you? Stamford Hill, that is North London. What's the crack? What's the story? What is popping there? It's just some people having a fight. Thanks for answering my question on Ramsey the other day, says Wes. No problem. Jonathan says, my pleasure. Looking forward to more interactions, says Jonathan. Jura says, Dev Healy has some good ones. Lamandiere is beautiful. Smells like walking into a florist. Not to use it was great. Cardinal, Selmarin. Good evening, Dushan. Scent of the Night, Histoire de Parfums, Jules Verne. Hi, Jurassic Rose, says Wes. I'm looking for more coffee fragrances. I am looking forward to Followed by Kerosene. Looking forward to that a lot. Although Vetiver Veritas is very nice. Healy's Vetiver Veritas is very nice, says Jonathan. Dushan, have you tried Noir Patchouli? I remember you going on about that, and then I think I tried it and said it was shit. Is that the fragrance? I can't remember. Oh, excuse me. Honestly, from the samples I got, I think Agar Wood is fucking great for cold weather, and Athenian is great for warm weather. It's a big green fig, but there's also some nice airy amber in the base. Delight. Shiva says, YouTube is the only unsociable media I've kept. I'm seriously considering re-entering another unsociable medium for fragrance groups. Yikes. Wesley, followed by Kerosene as a good coffee fragrance. Any new sample sets you want to try, says Matrax? Yeah, there's a few. I wouldn't mind trying those Gallagher's as well. Noir Patchouli is lovely. You just hate powdery fragrances. That's true. Can't argue with the facts. That could just be me being skewed because I don't like powdery fragrances. Andy Panayottu says, hi everyone. Hello Andy, how are you? Welcome. I have not seen you before. I did not fart. If I farted, you would know. I wouldn't be able to deny it. But I have burped a few times. Of that, there can be no doubt. I beg your pardon. Wes says, Alan bought me Follow by Kerosene a few years ago for Christmas. I love that fragrance. Yeah, I love that one as well. Rich, that microphone is picking up too much information. No, it isn't. Yo, babes. Hello, DJ. Is this not live 73? Could be. I could just be mistaken. I'll correct that after the stream. I tried Iris Ganache today. Maybe my favourite art and materials released so far. So beautiful. Stink bait and a duck call, says Phil. The bubbles are evidence. It's not true. I've been stitched up. Andy says, new to the channel. Thought I'd check a live stream. Well, welcome. And thank you for coming in. I hope you have a good time. Everything is pretty laid back and pretty happy. How are you? What are you wearing today? Today I am wearing one of my favourites, a modern classic for me, an amber with tobacco in. It's tobacco oud. I could do a Tom Ford week. I'm not going to, but I could. I'm not sure what I'm going to wear tomorrow. It's getting progressively more chilly and more miserable weather, and the nights are getting darker, and autumn's really starting to hit, you know? You know, when all the videos come out in September and everyone's like, ooh, finally autumn's here. It's not. It's not until, like, the middle of October when autumn really starts to, like, actually, like, show its teeth. And you're like, oh, God, it is actually getting colder and the nights are getting longer and the days are getting shorter. And, oh, God, it really is happening this time. And you're like, then you get to whip out the amens of this world. And you get to pull out the tobacco fragrances and the ouds, if you like dark ouds. And, like, the opiums. I sound a bit like Bill Cosby when I'm rhyming those off, don't I? With the bibblies and the amens and the amber sultans and the bibbly bobs. Weird fucker that he is. Excuse me. New religion, oh, Jill. Are you from Greece, says Dushan? Doing great, Dushan. How about you? Shiva says, I just received my Beaufort Hell and High Water samples. Now they're trolling really begins. That shit is dark. Jonathan says, Bobby, I've been hunting for the Dior Homme you're talking up. Hello, Rich. Scent of the day, Sycamore EDP. What's yours? It is tobacco oud. Adam, hello. Jubilation 25, says Adam. Anyone try Summer of 84 by Kerosene? Yes, but I can't remember what it's like. Hey, Duck, what's your Fev batch code? Oh, God. Good question. Probably 2015. Dunno. It's the one with the CD on the label. It's before 2017, so I know I'm all right. I might wear that tomorrow, actually. I hate many, many ambers. I hate many ambers. Too many go sweet and I don't like it, says DJ. Hello, Klein on a Zog. How are you? Wes says, I'm craving Gail's pastry shop from London. Dev says, earlier today I've worn some Jacques Fath Curaçao Bay. Not an artistic gem, but it's a nice Marvel movie fragrance, if you know what I mean. Sort of know what you mean. You just put it on and just sit back and not have to think too deeply about the plot. That's like, there's nothing wrong with like a fragrance like that, or a movie like that, or anything like that. Every once in a while, I just couldn't watch them all the time. You know, for some people, that's as deep as they want to go, and I need more. Scent of the day is Bois d'Ancens by Armani, says Klein. Nice. Oddly warm here today. I was hoping to wear a heavier fragrance, says Jonathan. Oh. Lila, where are you from? Where do you live? Like, in what country? Or what part of the world? Someone has supported me on the coffee. And I do believe it is Erin V. You are lovely. Thanks, man. I'll say thanks properly after the stream. Altrium. Ah. I'll see if I can get a bottle. Like a proper bottle. But I might sell you like 100ml or something like that, yeah. But if you're in the UK, I can sort you out, no problem. Just got Ambra Tibet by Myrtra Parfumi Elegantia, and I've been trying it out. 14 hours later, I'm still getting hints. Yes, I find that when you get a new fragrance, you can almost always smell it longer than you can with like fragrances you've had for a while. Does that make sense? What you like to sell me some? I made a scary looking dent in mine and I don't have a backup. I could do. Would you like me sell me some Svev, I mean? Powder Mizu, welcome. 100ml will be smashing, thanks. Just email us. Have you got my email address? I can put it in the chat. I've got some 100ml bottles, but they're not like branded or anything, you know, they're just like bottles. But I can sort you out. I'll never get through. I've got like a 450ml. I'll never get through all of that. Not of Fev Dulles use, so I've no problem selling you that. I'll sort you out, and like we'll work out like a price and stuff. I got it at a good price too, so I'll probably be able to sort you out with like cheaper than retail. Not that that's anything to shout about anymore, because the retail prices for the Dior Privés are fucking shocking. Like, yeah, does he have to turn the gain up or down? Probably some reverb needed. I've been pining after the tribute Attar from Amouage, 12ml for many monies. I have got the Attar, what's it called? Al-Andalus. Oh my God. It is truly one of the nicest smelling fragrances I have ever smelled, period. Forget that it's an Attar. Forget that it's like, forget everything. Just on just pound for pound, smell for smell, it is one of the finest smells I own. Genuinely. Peter Kokorin sold us it, and it was fucking, I love that shit. I am going to rock that like you wouldn't believe in the spring next year. Dura Rose is off. You certainly are. Duck, this Dior Homme original, is it the DH we all know, 2011? No. It's the 2005, the ones I've got. Sorry. Anyone else have one of the Original Attars? Not the 7th collection samples, I mean the 3-gram Attars. I have the Jasmine Attar, it's just gorgeous, says Dev. I've got Al-Andalus, if that's what you mean. That is gorgeous. Lila, have you got my email address? Tell us, and I will send you, or I can send you it. And you can email us. Hello, Rich and everyone. Hello, Joe. Oh, yeah. Attar haters will never understand, says DJ. Seriously, some fragrance that, you know. Gorgeous. Properly gorgeous. Clary sage, thyme, rosemary. I have it. You sent me some of Eugene's potion. No problem. Just email us. Just email us and we'll sort it out. Andy says, I definitely get nose blind easily. At least my brain occasionally plays games with me, and I occasionally think I'm smelling a favourite fragrance out of nowhere. Good to know I'm slowly going mad. Well, better that you're slowly going mad than quickly. The mere fact of swiping glass on one's skin is too much inconvenience. Too much of an inconvenience. First world problems. A tall lover, says DJ. Fernando says, unusually, one of my most potent fragrances is Infusion D'Homme. Lasts for a week on clothes easily. Amber Sultan once lasts for about 3 months on some of my clothes. Unbelievable. It was like a woolly jumper, so you like didn't wash it, you know what I mean? You didn't wash it regular. Excuse me. Whilst I burp. Disgraceful. Mitch, why do so many people think they're immune to going nose blind? Notice this in Fradcom quite a bit. I'm not immune to it. I can tell you. Joy, I'm glad you're doing well. I will go to Qatar to buy some good guitar. Dushan loves a poem. Dev says the jasmine one is absolutely just a very real flower. Like I'm standing and sniffing the real thing. It also has a nice creamy texture after a while. Just awesome. And Mitch, I mean Muchia by Arij. Bob says Fev should have got 250ml bottle instead. Dang. I'd like to try a toss. So many recommendations. So any recommendations would be welcome. Just sprayed one of this Healy's. Just sprayed this Healy's vetiver. Really good. Posted off my Anik Goutal vetiver today. And my leather blend. Sold them over the weekend. Thank God. I went through my fragrance to get the data update. I've now got less than 400 fragrances. Just in case any of you were worried that I was going to run out. I know Galen worries that I'm going to run out. Bless him. He lies awake at night. That went straight in the bin. Didn't even touch the rim. I just got my Knisa 10 Gold Edition, big Castorian. What a fragrance. James says, I found a bottle of Prada Infusion Therese the other day at work. It's very good and I consider it unisex. Yes, it is. It's straight down the middle. It is now, ever since like the mid-2000s when everything sort of shifted along with Dior Homme and Bois d'Argent. Like fragrances became a lot more unisex, like men's fragrances became moved a lot more to like the female end of the spectrum, or traditionally female end of the spectrum. As a big guitar, DJ says, as a big guitar collector, seeing a resale Mocha for $75 was laughable, so overpriced. Jonathan says, I've got to sort out a Regis sample set soon. I need to see about that golden edition as well. Diploma set says, Jonathan, bruh. Duplo, bruh. What up, man? Less than 400, that's worrying. Yeah, I know. There's genuinely, I look at my fragrances, I'm like looking through my fragrances at the minute, I'm thinking, there's like not many other things that I particularly want to get rid of, like, you know what I mean? There's a few backups I might want to shift. But I'm like, oh, I don't want to let go of that, and I don't want to let go of this, and, you know. Matrax says, I feel like Dabba should be banned in all sample sets. Yeah, I hate them. Not sure if you understand me. The new bottle sold only in Europe, I think, is labelled as Dior Homme Original. There is a bottle of that. But the original Dior Homme came out in 2005 and with the silver stem. Then it was reformulated by Francois Demachy in 2011. That's the black stem version. Then in 2021, they re-released it and called it Dior Homme Original. Right? Dior Homme Original, with the original on the bottle, is what they now sell as like a reformulated version of the 2011 version. The Dior Homme I'm Your Man, or Dior Homme 2020, is shit. It's the one that's just like not even the same fragrance. I'm straightening up the collection. Hello, Omar. I'm straightening up the collection today. I'm going to attempt a count of the union, says Jonathan. Duplo equals double in my language. Omar says, scent of the day, Iris Poudre from Frederick Mall. I didn't love it before. Now I want a full bottle. Shiva says to Joe, Maison Anthony Marmande is a great brand to tiptoe into experiencing a Tars. Bariatrion says, I don't know enough about the original, so my first impression is it's good, gentlemanly. I'm getting mostly Castoreum. Cheers, Shiva, I'll check them out. Dev says, wow, I thought I'm overkill with my 7 bottles. I feel dwarfed by these numbers. Don't worry. Don't worry, you're in big company here. I don't count samples as perfumes that I own. I only count full bottles as perfumes that I own. Dabbers are the Joe Biden of fragrance bottles. Pointless, says Shiva. Well said, Shiva, says Jonathan. Matrax says, need a silver tie Homme. It's not a tie. The original, so the silver stem on the first one from 2005 is meant to be a dipstick from a car. That'll be a thing of the past soon. The black stem from 2011 is meant to be a tie. There's a bit of trivia for you. Omar says, yeah, I recently noticed there was one Dior Homme original. Thanks for the explanation. Lila says, I've got 7 bottles of just Coromandel. Wow. Getting new bottle or bag at once for next purchase, says Powder Mizu. I've got a perfume coming this week, but I was just saying to Jura Rose earlier, I've run out of things to buy, like. That's why I'm going through so many sample sets. I refuse to just buy modern perfumes. Like, it's not like when I was buying off a Nouge, I was more than happy to blind buy loads of stuff because I knew that I was going to at least respect it, you know? Now a lot of perfumes that are released now, I don't even respect, or I refuse to blind buy modern perfumes unless they come highly recommended by someone who I know and trust, you know? I am much more interested in researching and finding out and like being very discerning with what I buy now. Pradeep says, I have enough Dior Homme to pass on to my grandkids. Yes, I've got quite a lot of Dior Homme. I've got about 5 bottles of Dior Homme Silver Stem. I've got about 3 or 4 bottles of the 2011 version. I ain't running out of that shit. Adam says, Rich, if you don't mind, what's the year did you start collecting? About 2002. Good evening, says MJ. Scent of the day, Queer Kurkuma by Affinessence. Now that's the smell of a leather jacket. MJ, welcome. Eugene accidentally blocked you yesterday and then unblocked you. I hope you were not upset. I don't think so, Rich. All these EVs keep bursting into flames. They could do without that, couldn't they? Layla will write a song about you and your 7 Coromandels. Clapton would be jealous. And Layla says it's an embarrassment more than an achievement. The obsession is real, says Layla. I can only get 7 bottles of Diaghilev or Chypre Palatin, says Sean. Yeah, well, I've got like 17 bottles of Balenciaga Pour Homme, so don't worry about that. Dev says 2002. Jeez, I've only just popped out my mum's minge on that, yeah. Ugh. Micah Shoemaker, welcome. Simon Pacho, how are you? Pradeep says, you don't really perfume it, Chanel. You merely hold it on to pass on to the next Polge. Scent of the day, Histoires de Parfum, 1725, says Micah. Hi, Simon. Same here. My favourite. James Crowder, welcome to you. How are you? I got a bottle of the original Sicily by D&G the other day for a great deal. It smells very good, but it's definitely too feminine for me to wear. Maybe I'll give it to my mom. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Frank is wearing YSL tuxedo. Me and Eugene were laying into that line the other day. I think it was in private. But not huge on that line, to be honest. The whole line, you know. MJ says, Eugene probably blocked me as thanks for being one of the first 24 to buy LDA from Valerie before he received his shipment. I think he's just got fat thumbs. That's what he said, because he immediately unblocked you and he was like, oh, God, I'm sorry. He didn't mean it. Fernando says, I was trying to be discerning about my purchases and ended up getting a backup of Gucci Envy. Oh, dear. I think I wore from the current bottle twice. Yeah, sometimes that happens, doesn't it, though? You'll find something that you love so much the first time. The thing is, with that, you won't lose money either. You know? Shiva says, hell, I just want 2 to 3 bottles of Salome and Overture. I was thinking small when it comes to backup, says Shiva. I need to find my... Papillon sample set. I've got no idea where it is. I've lost it again. Bananas. In fact, do you know what it is? Do you know where it might be? Ugh. Give us one moment. Oof. I'm just picking up heavy things. And no, I don't mean myself. Oh. Are you in there? No, you are not. No, you are not. Back in you go. Well, that was pointless. Excuse me. Peronomoy. Where are we? Good evening, Manly Sense. James says, tuxedo was good. Probably the closest thing I have to a modern sweet designer sexy type perfume. I've considered getting into Sultan Pasha stuff. Any recommendations for a start? Try Fougère Noir. That is stunning. A friend very kindly gave me what did they very kindly give us? Like a fucking gave us a little tar bottle of it. It's very nice. Where are we? Salome Spectacular. I don't know where I can wear it though, says James. Salome is crusty knickers to me. Smell like Liz Moses crusty knickers. Benji, welcome. Scent of the day is YSL Pour Homme Haute Concentration. On a 70s, 80s citrus aromatic kick at the moment with this one and Loewe Pour Homme. Any others worth checking out? Yes, but you probably have to give us a little bit of time. Manly Sense might be able to help you. Hey Keith, hey John. Give those glands a nice squeeze. Pradeep, says Layla. Alright, I'll take that into account, Dev, says me. I'll take that into account, Mitch, says Dev. Galen says, wait a minute. No, I won't. Spell 125 is a strong scent. Pine. I like pine. I have a little on a Monday. I have a little Monsieur de Givenchy even. Says Benji, you might love it. Too much lemon for duck, probably. I've got it. James Crowder says, Rich has a crush on Liz Moose. She's got great tits. I don't blame him. She's hot. I love older women. Interesting. It is very challenging for me, says Adam. I am going to the bathroom and I will be back. Do not go anywhere. I might also have a quick look for Papillon sample set. Oh. Nope, could not find them, even after a brief look of where they should be. Papillon samples are not easy to come by, it seems like. That's twice I've lost them, though. You know, bastard that. Not expected. Excuse me, whilst I take some tablets. There's one set of tablets. There's two set of tablets. Oh! Four before bed. Excuse me. There we are. Keep them beside the bed. Oh dear. So it looks like I've lost my papillon samples again. I'll have to look into buying some more. There's 38 people in here, and there was only 35 when I left. James Crowder, I also like Liz Moores. She is so beautiful. Bariatrion says, my wife sent me to sleep on the couch when I was alone to bed. God, imagine wearing a Hindi oud oil if you have a wife. Poor her. Manly Sense says, I like how Rich had a great tits to the comment about Liz Moores. James says, check out Perfumer for Pommeir, Stolen Perfume, another beautiful self-taught perfumer, says James Crowder. Has anyone worn Papillon's Hera, says Shiva. Lila says, Liz is ridiculously beautiful. It's true, Bengal Rouge is my favourite Papillon. I like Tobacco Rose. I dig Hera from her line. Yes, Shiva, says Adam. Man, this fragrance game without supporting other half is hard, says Bariatrion. Hera was a bit too irisy for me. My wallet was relieved, says Layla. She likes to flaunt them during her stream with Ramsey, says Manly Sense. I think she knows what she's doing. After a long time, I'm starting to see more and more why some people like funky perfumes, says Pradeep. Yeah, it's something that comes with time, isn't it? Layla, my favourite from Liz is Bengal Rouge too. I think it's one of the best honey beeswax notes I've ever smelled. I'll become Byron or kits for Liz Moores and her beautiful tits. Hello, Quacker, says the Scent Reaper. Hello, Scent Reaper, says the Quacker. Good evening, Nick. How are you? Pradeep says the loo whistler. I am not. I do not whistle on the loo. I whistle when I'm on my way back, or when I'm looking for samples. Sampling Kipling right now. So good, Keith, says Jonathan. I've got a bottle of that. I've never worn it though. Hello, my friend, said Duck, and hello, everyone. Hello, Michael. How are you? Yeah, I don't find them particularly similar, but I get where people are coming from, but it's really beautiful, says Barry Upton. Powder Mizu says, what's yours top 3 favourite house? Oof, bloody hell. Serge Luton, Dior, don't know. I really need to wear that one more often. The leather was great. Hello, Rich. Hello, Antonio Hobson. Perfumeros. Hello. It has been a while. How are you? Shiva says, I've watched Ramsey's video with Ms. Moores twice. Manly, I'll have to grab it from you. I'll be grabbing a few things next week, says Jonathan. Sean says, after a few years, I finally decided Fev isn't for me. Way too sweet. Tried to like it, but nah, it's rubbish in my opinion, says Sean. Wes insisted that we tune into the live stream. Just saying, says Alan. Welcome, Alan. Spaced Out says, my top 3 houses are Serge, Hermes, and pre-15 Dior. I wouldn't say that Powder Mizzou. It's just my taste, I guess. It's just not a good perfume, in my opinion, says Sean. Fernando says, if you wanted 2 perfumes but had 1 money, which one would you get first? Chanel, Paris, Edinburgh, or Ormond Man? Probably Paris, Edinburgh. The center, I just got my bottle of Amber and Away, and it's lovely. My favourite sample that came with it was Gris Montagne, Gris Dior. Alan is wearing Paragon by Initio. Mal Guerlain Chanel, says Pradeep. Guerlain Chanel Tione Renthal, says Lila. Oh dear. Kipling is one of my obsessive compulsive backup buying phrases. Says Manly Sense, have you got a few, have you? We've all done it. We have all done it. Dior Gris. Fave is a fave. It dries down with its powder. It's not goopy. I'll take your old bottle, says Bob. Well, I'll say thank you then, says Jonathan. Ormond Jane is a house whose work I respect, but whose DNA I don't care for. Yeah, I kind of feel that similar sort of way myself. I'm not huge on them, to be perfectly honest with you. I think they're all okay. Ormond Jane, man, I'm tempted by, but I don't know that I actually want it, you know? I wish I could stop bloody yawning. It's doing me head in. Eugene's creation is my scent of the day, says Michael. I wonder where Eugene is. I wonder what he's doing right now. Where are you, Eugene? And what are you doing right now? Jonathan says, I've just started getting into Ormond Jane, and I have been pleasantly surprised by... I know that Initio, Parfum de Marly, BDK, and Fragrance du Bois are all connected. I wouldn't even want to sample any of those brands. BDK are shit. I tried some BDK. I just thought they were crap. Parfums de Marly are shit. Initio, never smelled anything that I really cared for. And Fragrance du Bois, just, I dislike them on principle. Pradeep says, Michael, you're wearing Eugene, I see. Lila says, agree, Bob. I don't understand when Eugene describes Bev as goopy. It's all powder on me. Great stream yesterday, Jonathan says, Perfumeros. Some Fev juice I saw goes deep in colour, but there are others that's lighter. Does it affect anything? Says Powder Mizzou. Hopefully Eugenius is plotting his next release date, and soon, says Shiva. I've smelled it. I know what it is. Got a bottle. Ramsey made a great Civet video. Yes, that came out like 2 o'clock in the morning my time. That's the problem. I can't watch Ramsey's videos when they first come out because I'm usually asleep. Powder Mizzou says, scent of the day, Parfum de Marly, Pegasus. Don't bully me. Bully him. Quick. Bob says, Layla, everyone in this community is in that camp except us. Duck likes it a bit. Love being the exception. Damashi killed it with his cherry praline. Diaghilev has to be in Ramsey's top 10, says Sean. Alan says, I have 3 exclusive editions by Parfum de Marly. Quite enjoy them. Jonathan says, Diaghilev is a gaping holy in my collection. Holy gaping Batman. Which is quite ironic because the bloke who played Robin went on to be a porn star, didn't he? I just sprayed some vintage Jaguar for men. So metallic, just bad, says Manly Sense. Sean says, Diaghilev is that good, it deserves to be in my top 10 or even 5. Shiva says, damn it, Rich, rub it in a little bit more. I'm a sadist. Sorry, Shiva. Mizu-san, it gets darker. I wouldn't mind a bottle of the new stuff to do a study on how different it is. The Scent Reaper says, the only parfum de Marley I like is Heron. Even then, it's not one of my favourite fragrances. Jonathan, tell me about moods for women, says Perfuma Ross. Not good, Keith. I've been looking at Jaguar Vintage, says Jonathan. Pradeep. Older Fev is well balanced with the sweetness. Glorious sillage in the cold. I can imagine that, actually. In the cold, I imagine it's beautiful, like. Mr. Pleasant says, scent of the day, vintage Samsara EDP 7mm mini as I'm still on holiday. Did I send you that? No, of course not. Don't hesitate if you like moods for men. Says, yeah, I've got another bottle of moods somewhere that I'm trying to sell. Not big on moods. I sold one bottle to Keith. Not to Keith, I beg your pardon. Sorry, Keith. I sold a bottle to Spy and Mash. And I would sell my other bottle as well. 100ml. Alan says, well, I don't know if it's good to know, Keith, or not, but I'll take your word for it. Jonathan has the first release. I've not tried the new one they put out. The new Manhattan from Roger. There's been hell on about that, hasn't there? Hello there to the greater news, says Michael Harness. Yeah, I'd probably sell my modes, to be honest with you. Not a big fan. But I got rid of Leather Blend and what's the other one? Anik Guttal's Vetiver. Today. Powder Mezu says, question. How do you judge a fragrance sillage and projection? What is your benchmark for it? Get other people to help you. Sometimes you can just tell. You know? Sometimes it's just obvious that it's pushing out like a mile. You know, but usually you need like other people to help you figure it out. Barry Atron says, I think I'll sell my Pure Wood by Mugler. How full is it? Dushan says, if Manhattan is good, then I must try Womanhattan. Oh dear. I enjoy Herod from Parfum de Marley. It would be neat if they did an exclusive version of that fragrance, says Wes. Germs, welcome to you. How are you doing down south, Germs, says Michael. Dushan, I have the black label. That's fantastic, says Jonathan. Pradeep says, was just watching an interview of Bourdon. He says there is oud and iris in French Lover. Jonathan says, yes, Keith, that was Moods for Women. Very good. Barry Atrion thinks it's half full. Do you have any taste of fragrance? That is probably my favourite alongside the original Amen. It's an absolutely glorious. Many fragrances are fantastic if the bottles are not made of plastic. Scent of the day says American Pie. Toomey's Awaken. It's not shite, it's shit. Mr. Pleasant says, my wife's 20-year-old nephew was asking about Bond number 9 the other day. I talked him out of it. He seemed more interested in the brand and bottle than if the fragrance were any good. Tell him to just, stop him. Save him from himself. Seize his wallet. Do something. Don't let him buy that shit. It's fucking crap. I'm glad you're enjoying your perfumes that you got, mate. I'm glad that's worked out well worth the wait. Steph says, what's up, Duck? Dior Homme Sauvage Parfum 2012, 15 sprays. Fucking in love with that mare note. Good Lord, 15 sprays. I think the qualities that I'm looking for is the scent aura, but many reviewers don't mention that. That's sillage, mate. A lot of fragrances smell better in the air than they do up close on skin. And that is just simply true. A lot of really synthetic perfumes are like that. You know? Yeah. Coming at you, Bob, says Jonathan. Hello, Enrique. I am wearing tobacco oud today. You are wearing Dior Homme cologne. It must be sunny where you are. Couldn't imagine wearing that at this time of year where I live. Alan says, Pradeep, any chance you can post a link for that Bourdon interview? I don't think he can, but he could probably tell you where to find it. Spaced Out says, Mitch, do you have Dior Homme Sport 2008? No. Need to sample that one, hoping it's great. I bet it's better than the later ones. I would like to sample the original Dior Homme Intense. In fact, no, I've said that. I have sampled the original Dior Homme Intense from 2008. Right? The original one was not from 2012. Does Jubilation 25 smell subtle to you, Richard? Define subtle. Scent of the Day Guerlain Vetiver Square Bottle says Perfume Rose. That's my favourite version, I think, unless it's the early 90s one. I haven't done my tobacco yet this season. Anxious to do so, says Alan. I wore it today. It's beautiful. Fernando Milan says Bond number 9. Great Jones is a good one. The Musk one is not bad. I like New Harlem. Number 5 in the air, Coco Noir Sillage up close. It's a headache. Jubilation does smell subtle to me, says Sean. I'm headed out, says Jonathan. Gotta go get a video together before Bob puts a hit out on us. John, your wallet will take a break and thank you, says Bob. Shiva says, I want to do Impossible and wash off Overture just to apply one of these Beauforts. Sniffing these samples have me giddy, says Shiva. Yeah, they're mad, aren't they? Mitch, nobody believed me that scent aura is called sillage. They called it projection. No, projection is how much throw your perfume has. Like, projection is how much your perfume pushes off you. Sillage is how it smells in the air. Two clean different things. Tobacco Wood is back a bottle worthy. Yes, I've got 4. Got to buy mine. I was surprised that my girlfriend found it feminine, says American Pie. I'm not sure I would find it feminine. Did it smell feminine on you, or did it smell feminine on her? I will put a link to Jonathan's channel in the chat. What's Jonathan's channel? I shall put that link in there right now. One moment, please. Copy link. That's Jonathan's channel in the chat if you want to have a whiff. If you want to have a whiff, if you want to go and subscribe. Later, Keith, I'll reach out soon, says Jonathan. Enrique says, do you find similarities between New Holland and Pure Tonka? Yes. Roasted, what do you call it? Tonka bean. Like this roasted nut kind of roasted coffee, roasted bean kind of vibe going on, you know? Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Rich, says Jonathan and Sheila. Mr. Pleasant says, the 20-year-old nephew is coming round mine when I get back to learn about perfume. I'll steer him away from Bond number 9 Easy. He was also talking about Roger Enigma. I'm not a fan. It gets hyped, though. It's an expensive blue fragrance, isn't it? American Pie says, on me and right off the bottle. I'm usually not submissive, but I will sub to Jonathan, says American Pie. Everybody says thanks. Thanks for linking to Jonathan's channel. Jonathan has 28 subscribers, never made a video. People have faith, Jonathan. Just make a short video talking about some shit that you like, you know? You'll be fine. Just concentrate on what you're talking about, not who you're talking to. That's what I try to do. The viewers will come. If you build it, they will come. I am going to open a chocolate bar. Very nice. Did Jonathan retire from the WWE? He was defeated by Brock Lesnar, but it was a cheap shot from Paul Heyman. Oh. Meal of the day. My meal of today was teriyaki, beef teriyaki. Ah. I'm having a twirl. Bob John's Gunman. A Lilion bar. It is not a Lilion bar. Don't be silly. Enigma is the cognac and tobacco Roger. It smells like cola to me. Ram loves from memory. I like M7. I can't remember which one the blue one is that he did then. Do you like chocolate bar with pecans or almonds? Neither. I'll be having Burger King, typical American, says the Scent Reaper. Raisin? I can deal with raisin. The Leon bar. That's rough. Bright, welcome to you. How are you? Right, that way you. Scent of the day, New York Intense. Shite. Can't hack it. Yogurt covered raisins are the best, says Scent Reaper. I just like raisins by themselves. Pradeep says, I think I've seen Chanel give out branded chocolates. That wouldn't surprise. That wouldn't surprise in the slightest. It's exactly the type of thing Chanel would do. They love shit like that. Excuse me. The Ghost Pepper Whopper is decent, says the Scent Reaper. I'm not sure about that. Hatch's Family Chocolates from SLC, Utah are the best. Salt Lake City, I should say, says Wesley. Getting ready to go on a train ride, says American Pie. Not sure if Scent I should bring Vintage Yope or Caron the Third Man. If you want to frighten people, Yope. If you want people to think that you smell nice, Caron the Third Man. British chocolates are bomb ass. Bombass, says Anuj. Bob says, I never had that sherried yum. I've really tried to love New York Intense, but I just can't. Any sense you really try to like, but you just don't. Vanilla Van is another for me. I should love it, but don't. I love Vanilla Van. It's beautiful. Yes, there are many fragrances I've tried to love, but couldn't. Although, now you've asked us, I can't think of one. Leave it with us. I'll come back to you, Mr. Pleasant. Frag on the Town says, anybody try Gucci and Midnight Stroll? Yes. Turned up today, and it's a lot more subdued and mild than I was expecting. Nice, though. It's actually quite well behaved for a rose oud thing. Enrique says, do you like Danish cookies? I don't know what a Danish cookie is. I know what a Danish pastry is. I feel like Cadbury chocolate was reformulated. Not as good as it used to be, says the Sentry, but no, I totally agree. The Irish version's much better, but they've got higher food standards than America and the UK. Black Bushes alongside Johnny Walker Black and Naked Grouse is best for buck at $25, says Bob. Manly sense to Bob. Try the jelly popping one. It's a great release, says Barry Atrion. Is there anything else you're wanting to sell, Barry Atrion? You haven't got any other outrageous sort of perfumes you're looking to get rid of? I don't know what to buy. I'm struggling. Like, there's nothing. I'm like at a loose end. I feel like I've got nothing to look forward to. What is happening? What am I watching on eBay? Let's have a look. There's a Paco Rabanne. Pour On Womo. Eau de Toilette spray, but it's a vintage. There is a Surgery Tons Louvre. A Fat Electrician. I'm genuinely thinking about buying a Fat Electrician. But the performance isn't great. There is a Czar by Van Cleef & Arpels, but it's got a little fucking writing book in it with an alligator skin Filofax in there. There's a Hohan Club. Well, again, I've got that. There's a Lagerfeld Cologne vintage. There is a Christian Dior 450ml Eau Noir, but they want 650 quid for it, of which they can suck my balls. There's a Herisse, an original run Ambra Sultan with the white and purple label, which is just insane, but they want fucking 800 fucking pounds for it, for a fucking 75ml bell jar, which, once again, as I'm sure you can imagine, can suck my arse. Oh, sorry, mate, I can't be buying that. He's called, what's he called? UH Batty. Mate, you can be as UH Batty as you want. Your fucking prices are batty. Oh, you want £200 for a fucking half-full 50ml bottle of fucking Fumery Turk? Shut up. This is what fucking drives people mad, this. People want you to pay for their fucking nostalgia about their fragrances. You can suck me fucking hoop. You got no chance, mate. You're up your tits. I would love that, but I'm not paying that price. I'm not paying that out of fucking principle. There's a Lanvin OR Pege Eau de Toilette vintage, but I don't want to pay 70 odd quid for that. I think it's a vaporizator. So I think it is the atomizer, a vaporizator. Is that the propellant one? Because I ain't paying that. You're out your tits. Absolute piss take, like. Let's have a look. What's the chat doing? Sorry. Have you tried the new Girl on Ouds? I've got 2 of them in sample form. Peter Kokorin was kind enough to send us them, so I will be delving into those at some point soon as well. Don't buy anything, says Bright. Yeah, I know Jura said the same thing. Like, so did someone else. New York Intense was harsh when new, but after leaving it for 4 years, I found it's nicer and easier to wear, says Frag on the Time. Mate, I think that might be your nose. Could be the perfume. But you shouldn't have to leave a perfume 4 years for it to be wearable. You should come up with your own line, Eau de Duck, Eau de Canard. And what do you drink for the cold? Coffee or hot chocolate? If it was between those two, I would drink hot chocolate, but I usually just drink tea. Manly, I was dating this pure redhead gal 3 years back that got me into Irish whiskey and ginger. She really knocked back the glass after work. I got her into perfume, says Bob. Butter cookies are lovely. Perfumeros says fat electrician smells good, but a little flat for my taste. Yeah, it is flat, and it just doesn't push. Like you smell nice, but only if someone gets close to you. Coffee with double cream and Splendor, says Wesley. Oof. Layla says, yeah, I was disappointed too. Nude was nice, but not for 280 fucking quid. Adam says, for a moment, Richie sounded like Cartman when you said, suck my balls, Mr. Garrison. Bob, how's Dodge been doing? The new Ariza Door collection is out soon. Samples are available, as is the full set. $, though, says Bragg on the Town. I've got the sample set coming, mate. As soon as it arrives, I'll be doing a Hujo. Sorry. Dushan says, Perfumeros Fat Electrician is a niche version of the Turd Hermes, but not in the same league as Roger's Oligarch. Lila says, piss-taking bastards. Absolutely. How much does a vintage Fahrenheit go for, says Enrique? Well, I paid, I think, about £200 for 200 mil, and it was, I mean, to be fair to the bloke, it had about 10 mil missing, but the perfume was in perfect condition. Still got it. It's beautiful. Might as well throw the girl on hoods away. That shite, says American Pie. Yeah. Like, yes, cherry oud is like petite robe noir plus oud. Oud Cull was interesting, but they had to put praline in there. Yeah, that's why I don't like dress code. I'm selling my dress code. I've got a bottle of 2017 dress code and I do not want it. Chocolate can be a bit abrasive to a sore or raw throat. Yes. Yes, it feels like it dries you, like it's sort of, yeah, you're right. It's got this kind of abrasive sort of quality. Bob Redheads and red bottom heels. I have the second collection of a region. I think I will not be buying the new one, says Michael. Mr. Zanchin says the UK's Prime Minister lasts about as long as 4711 these days. Barry Atreon, Rich, do you have Tom Ford Noir? No. I do want a bottle of Noir de Noir, but I would prefer an older bottle if I can. I've sampled all three. If they interest you, I would suggest you follow up with a good test drive with them, says Alan to Pradeep. From the Time says, Rich, that's great. Very interested to hear your take on the Arige samples when they arrive. James says, every time I announce what's in my eBay cart, it disappears, so I say nothing. Good tactic. Audrey Jane is here. Audrey Jane. I hate to be that guy, but Fahrenheit ADT gives me headaches. I find the aftershave easy to live with, especially in the heat. I think it could be the heat that's doing it for you, mate. Because you live in Malta. It is not warm. It is not cold in Malta at all. Good evening, Audrey. Look who's here, says Bob. How's Audrey doing? Are you well? Are you up to much? Only checking in, having an early night, still on school time. Have you broken up yet? You will have, won't you? Everyone in the chat has won a prize. Just send me all your personal info. Scam bots have been out of control all across YouTube. Yeah, they really might want to start doing some shit about that. Lest they find themselves fucking liable. Bastards. YouTube's famed for its lack of fucking, what's it called? Aftercare fucking, what is it called again? Like, customer care, customer service. Audrey says, yep, first day of the holidays today. Woke up at 5:30 though. Sleepy. Christ. Screw that. How long have you got off? 2 weeks? I'll be better than James Joyce for Audrey and her sweet voice, says Dushan. Layla wants to know, what's your scent of the day, Audrey? Yes, Audrey. What's your scent of the day? Tell us, Audrey. Alan says, product, I'd be more inclined toward the set if they were 50 mil and about half the price. Oh, girl on. Girl on, girl on. Enrique says, heard that the British love chicken tikka masala. Some British might. Audrey Jane might. I don't. Audrey Jane's big into curry. She's a big curry fan. She lives in Birmingham. Big curry scene in Birmingham. Oh, dear. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to continue tonight because I'm tired. I've got a bit of a headache now. My wife hates the smell of vanilla. I wouldn't mind a really high quality vanilla fragrance. Product says, I have a newfound appreciation for Ashton on how he comes up with a top 10 every day. Yikes. Of all the big reviewers, Ashton's the one I like the most. I mean, that's not high standard. But I do actually like Ashton. I think Ashton's sound. Ashton's he's not a salesman. He's just, I think he's given the people what they want on the Gent Sense channel. On Extra Gent Sense, it's a bit more leaning towards the type of content I'd like to see, but then some of it's skewered a little bit more towards what's on his other channel as well, you know? I hope that he gets a little bit more, starts reviewing more of the stuff that he likes, because I feel like the stuff that he really likes is like similar to stuff that I like. He likes his vintage stuff. He likes his stuff like, I mean, I don't like Drakkar Noir, which he loves, but like more towards that style. Like he likes Koros, or at least he appreciates it, you know? He gets like, I'd like to see him do more of that stuff that he like loves personally, you know? I don't mind paneer, butter masala, yes, but you eat it 3 times a week. Indian food is top 5. Oof. I went through a phase of eating Indian food for about 3 to 4 months, and then I've just never been back. Who's the best in the game for candles if you only had to get them from one house for the rest of time? Rich Tiptique. When I think of Birmingham, I smell curry and see concrete. Lots of concrete everything since Shiva. Yes. Eating curry with your concrete spoon. Dushan says, tell your wife to try vintage Shalimar. It's the best vanilla. I sold my vintage Shalimar to Ramsey as well. Not a great fan. Hello, Banyat. How are you? remember that phase. Madras, says Lily. Yes, that was a while ago now. I couldn't be doing that again. Nearly killed us, like. I agree, Ashton's by far the most honest mainstream reviewer, says Mr. Zanshin. He seems like a great guy, just knows his audience, is providing what is most wanted. Yeah, I think he's I mean, he's got 300,000 subscribers on Gen Sense now. That's insane. You know, it feels like he's got that. He's got that channel, that audience, that sort of like thing down to like almost like a biological algorithm. Like he knows what they want and he makes what people want to see on that channel. I would just like to see him do more of like I must admit, I mean, there's still time and everything, and he could still pull it round. I really don't want to make it sound like I'm fucking like slaughtering him, because I'm not. I'm not trying to like give him stick, because like you say, I think he's the most honest, definitely. I like how he's raged against like some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes in the community as well. That's fucking very big of him, and I have a lot of respect for him like that. And you know, if I didn't, I would say. I just thought extra Gent Sense was going to be a little bit more sort of. I thought it was going to be more different from Gent Sense than what it has been so far. Does that make sense? Does that make Gent sense? That was appalling, and I can only apologise. There's no gravity in India. People there just levitate, says Dushan. I agree. Oh, sorry. Just 1 week, Layla. Nothing at the moment. Went and saw my newborn niece today, so I didn't want to... Oh. So I didn't want to wear anything which could irritate her vulnerable skin. Oh. When are you buying my Shalimar, Audrey Jane? She's making us wait. Typical woman. Hi, Peter. How are you doing? Are you still welding? Says Michael. He is not. Audrey. A Turo Bugatti is a great vanilla, says Manly Sense. Shalimar is shite, says shit, says Bry. Pradeep says, I'd love a good biryani, but nothing great in France. Floral notes. Where is your photo? Mizu-san. This is for floral notes. Can't be objective. Can't be objective about Shalimar since my mom's been wearing it since as long as I've been alive. Peter says, Michael, hello. I'm okay, thanks. My job didn't really involve any welding. Most of it was general construction, fitting new clamps and pipe work or inspection work. But no, he's not doing that either anymore. Leon would run 40 laps around Shalimar in a race, says Bry. Ooh! Phil says, Miss Birmingham, can you do a Christmas video for us? Pretty please. Yes, for £1,000, Phil, she will knock up a video for you, no problem, mate. Oh, I'd love to try a big plate of that. I binged on biryani vids 2 years ago. I want Indian food now, says Floral Nuts. Peter's face on initial display of each new Alicia Dore set sample was priceless. Made my day. Strong openings indeed, says Mr. Zanshin. Oh, newborn smell lovely, says Layla. Sweet and powdery. That is a true frog head right there. Just like checking the sillage of a newborn, you know? Peter says, not anymore. The perfume brand is my main job these days. Phil says, Ashton will be the longest running daily influencer of all time. He must do like a day where he does like, he sit and does like 15 videos and that, you know what I mean? Changes his t-shirt for each one. Alan says, Manly Sense, did you sample and or buy Manly by Arige? I blind bought and I think it sucks big mondongo. Does Chanel use peonies? I don't know. Did Chanel have a peony? It's possible. I can go back to it if I want to. The certificates don't run out. I just have to redo the medical and retake an offshore survival course. I probably won't bother going back to it, though, says Pierre. Pierre, one day I will have to add your creations to my collection. Mr. Pleasant says Regis coming off the gas now. Hype is going away. It happens. It happens. Peony will be a fantasy note on made throwing a chord, I think. You get peony. You get peony. Peony's in loads of stuff. Dushan says, Bob Amor's Dear Man is the best peony, I agree, fragrance you can get. Trust me, yeah, he's right. It is absolutely fabulous in that fragrance. Benyat says, is Oscar de la Renta Polar Wee worth a bottle? Yes. Rich, you should review all of your Halloween X-Men bottles this week. Jen Sense did. I haven't got any, mate. Mally Sense says, Alan, I was very tempted when I saw the name, but the no breakdown isn't for me. Peonies is Lily Tiger's favourite. I don't know how she changes picks. Peter, is there a full sample set available? Says Michael, yes, there is. Newborns have aldehydic top notes, but quickly civet and hyrax wafting through the base, whipping through the base. Benyat says, I hate Emery. Has he left you? Is a Villarreal your team? He shat on you there. He was meant to come to Newcastle last year, but he bottled it. Lily says, I've told Peter to bulk film in different t-shirts just to do some reviews in one day, then release them later. No, he's abandoned his viewers. He's abandoned them. That's what I keep telling Peter. He's abandoned his viewers. Bubbles going the distance, says Bob. Product says, nowadays I'd take the Leon over Shalimar. It has taken a hit because of them countless flankers. I just think it's so old that it's just being reformulated to, I mean, can you imagine what the original smelled like? Crikey. And I mean the original when it first came out. Or do you think you'll wear a costume this week and turn the camera around? Certainly not. I could just turn the camera around and tell everyone I'm wearing a costume. I could be like, woo. You know what I mean? Scary. Take care, everyone. Skydiving is calling me. Better you than me, Shiva. Jesus Christ, I hope you survive. All this vintage, I'm only attracting cougars and MILFs, lol. Dushan says it's good for you. You have your chance with Liz Morse. I wonder what kind of fucking aftershave Liz Morse goes for. No. Oh, how long we've been on for? Oh, another 20 minutes. Go on then. Sleeping time, says Dushan. Yeah, it is actually. What would Rishi Sunak's signature be? He'd wear something by Tom Ford. Probably, are you serious about me layering T.I. and Shalimar to get that flanker effect? Maybe 3-to-1 ratio, eh? Looking for a duck mask for you right now, Rich. If it's still like the famous inflatable one, even better. Boudiga. Here comes Mr. Smelly with his stream, says Dushan. Is Halloween popular in the UK? Yes. Emma rejoined Villa. Yeah, I know. He could have had the Newcastle job, but he bottled it. He bottled it. And now he's stuck at Aston Villa. Shithole. Oh, it's definitely going to be... Oh, no. Oh, Greggy, I'm on stream. I can't watch that, mate. I have thousands of jumps. It's jumping tandem my head, says Shaver. Yeah, I wouldn't like to go splat with somebody on the top of us. Try and land on them if you can. You know? Oh, dear. I tested it and I really like that, so I didn't buy it. Having a lot of OG Shalimov, Fev, and Tonka Imperial. Not worth it, in my opinion. Howe is a good manager. Howe's brilliant, like. Howe's been absolutely immense for us. It's just the right man, right place, right time, you know? Do you go to music concerts? No, not now. The breeding ground for illness. And I can't afford to get ill. Like, because I'll die. Or at least I'll be very ill. I'll be more ill than most people would be. Enrique says, do you... No. Favourite band or artist at the minute? The best gig I ever went to was the Kings of Leon in 2008. Was it 2008 or 2009? I think it was 2008. It was when they were the biggest band in the world, and it was immense. And they were immense. The crowd were fucking brilliant. They were fucking brilliant. Played every song they'd ever written. It was awesome. I think they probably got fined because they didn't kick out on time. So, fabulous. Anyone find commodity tonka similar to Fev? I've never smelled it. I think I'm going to need a shave soon. The face is getting too hairy for my own liking. I like a little hairy, just not a lot hairy, you know? What smells so sweet in here? Could be me. Eugene is here. Eugene is smelling my sweet, sweet bubbles. I was just about to go as well. I was going to cut the stream short, but Eugene's here now, so... Spaced Out says, oh shit, the Tonka police are in the house. Eugene, are you the Tonka police? Google ads are recommending vintage L'Instant de Guerlain Pour Homme. Such a beautiful Art Deco-ish bottle, says Manly Sense. Duck ate chocolate and Turkish delight, says Pradeep. I would quite like a vintage Noir de Noir. Me and Eugene have discussed this before. I am here, all is well, says Eugene. Galen says, I just got here too. 2 hours begins now. It doesn't. You just have to rewind the stream. Can you imagine tandem jumping with duck strapped to you? I'd just fly. I'd just put my wings out. It would be fine. Just ordered your sample set from Lucky Sense, Peter, says Michael. Thank you very much. I hope you will enjoy having a smell. Thinking of blind buying Guerlain Louis, says Spurstown. Floral Note says, is Eugene never not here? Always here. He was never away. Hi, Enrique. Scent of the day is vetiver extraordinaire, says Eugene. Did a stream with Eugene the other day. It was outrageous. Hasn't been done for ages. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody was jumping on, and I felt bad. So I was like, screw it, we'll get the band back together. Galen won't jump on because he's a scaredy cat. Thomas won't jump on because he's got a life. I'll jump on because I'm neither of those things. Can you be a scaredy duck? I don't know. Do ducks feel fear? I do beg your pardon. I respect Joy Amin at least for his dedication with the local currency. It is insanity to have his collection. Yeah. Yeah. He's at least he's got monetized now. And it's a shame that it hadn't happened before because he would deserve all the money that he makes just for the sheer volume that he puts out. You know? He's a really decent fucking bloke, like. Flora Note says, if I had, the internet would break. Phil says, Rich, have you seen or watched any of the Ted Lasso series? No. I don't really watch much TV, to be honest with you. Even when the football's on, I usually just come and stream with you. So I'm funny like that. I usually just watch most of the stuff that I watch now on YouTube or like listen to podcasts. TV's not. TV, films. Films are always trying to fucking tell you something without telling you that they're telling you something. You know? So there's always like a moral of the story. And it's always a certain moral. Floral Note says, I knew he's got to do a StreamYard with Rich soon. I haven't used my StreamYard for a while, actually. I really should. I should also do a stream with Ramsey. He's been asking, and I feel bad. But every time he's free, I feel like shit. Or I'm not free. That's the problem with me doing streams. That's why I always do my streams at a similar time. Like, if this was like 10 years ago, I'd be streaming at like 10, 11 o'clock US time, not British time. Eugene says it's great coming here. So much love in the airwaves. It is. It's a good crowd. They always get a good crowd in here. Nice, decent people. Even people who just like have it on and listen to it, you know. I know you're listening. I appreciate you. Not everybody comments. I didn't used to comment. I watched fragrance videos for about fucking 7 or 8, 9 years before I even started commenting. Joy Amin versus Ashton, says Pradeep. I couldn't imagine it. Robes was making like a few shorts and stuff and like hinting at a comeback, and then he's gone quiet again. Which is a shame. I'd like to see him making videos again. I just think he's disillusioned, or he seems to have like lost some confidence or lost some like mojo from what I've seen as far as As far as videos is concerned, I know, well, Manly Sense has just said it there. Robes is active on Instagram. Like, I get it. Like, he's there. But Layla says, I'd be up for a Robes update. I want more Robes, Dior. Yeah, I must admit, I don't miss that. Jesus. Still, I like watching his videos on Serge Luton's. I like watching his videos on Mona Diorio's Queer. His video on, I mean, there's so many, to be fair. There's so many over the years. What else? Jubilation 25. I just think that the whole fragrance community sort of like, it got away from him. It sort of like, I don't want to say it slipped through his fingers, but it changed. And I don't think he wanted to. I think he recognized the need to, and he tried a bit, but he wasn't being himself. You know? I feel like he thought, I feel like, I mean, he's never said this, and I'm not trying to put words in his mouth or anything, but I just feel like the fragrance community that he knew and had wasn't the fragrance community, wasn't the same fragrance community 3 or 4 years later. You know? 2018, 2019, 2017, 2018, 2019, big changes from what came before, you know. Manly Sense says a lot of Fragcom YouTubers gave up when Jeremy took off. I think Jeremy changed things and opened the door to a lot more of the commercialization of the fragrance community. A lot of what you see is as a direct result of Jeremy Fragrances or Daniel Shirts, as I don't like calling him Jeremy or Jeremy Fragrance because that's not his name. Daniel's videos, Daniel's shtick opened the door for the commercialization, and a lot of what you see out there today is as a direct result of what Daniel did. And the community has been changed forever by him. Manly Sense makes the point here. Jeremy's success also closed the door for many serious reviewers. Like, yeah, that's the other side of the coin, you know. It's not as serious as it once was. It's not as real as it once was, you know. It's not as interesting as it once was. Not to me, it's not. You know? It's not so much about the perfumes anymore as it is about personalities. And like the perfumes now just seem to be an excuse for people to all sort of congregate. And it's like an icebreaker. It's not the point of the conversation anymore. It's like an icebreaker. Oh, well, yeah, fragrances. Yeah, we'll smell some fragrances together. We can have this little shared experience. But then we're really just doing that so we can introduce each other to each other, so that now I can sell you shit, or like we'll base our relationship on that. But really, that's not what the relationship's going to be about. you know? It's bait and switch. You know? Some people just want to do it for clout on the internet, which is, I don't think very highly of that personally. People who just want clout on the internet. Wonder if he's still buying. I imagine he is. Robes, that is. Someone participates in your contest, and next thing you know, they've got 3 times as many subs as you do. Oh, it's a lot more than that now. But, I mean, would you like to be Daniel at the minute? Would you like to be Jeremy Fragrance? Blokes in serious, like, there's some serious, like, problem there. Whether it be drugs, whether it be mental health. Whether that, like, it's not a show. You know? It's not a show. He's like, there's an issue there. And something needs to happen. And it will happen. It's just how far down his rock bottom is. You know? Where maybe some people in white coats come along and say, for the good of everybody else and yourself, you are coming with us. Or whether the police get involved and say you have broken... Well, I mean, he's admitted to some breaking some laws, hasn't he? And it's not like that he's admitted to doing some drugs or he's admitted to, like, driving too fast down the motorway. He's admitted to some pretty fucking bad fucking crimes, such as perjury and sexual assault. You know? We've seen those videos. They're a matter of public record. I'm not breaking news here. Micah says, I don't envy any of them. No, it's one of the reasons I don't show my face. I like the anonymity. I don't want to be famous per se. That's why I don't do the videos that get, because we all know how to farm the algorithm. We all know how to increase subscribers. We all know, I just want to talk about perfumes, and I've said it before, if I don't get another subscriber, I'd be happy with the ones I've got. I'm happy to come on live streams and talk to you for a couple of hours every other night, 5 nights a week, and then make some videos 3-4 times a week. You know? Micah makes a good point as well. Wonder how many of their subs are actually active. It's not that many. 77% of... I was looking at me analytics. I've tried to start doing that because I've got this new phone. I haven't actually used it to make a video yet because I'm still trying to get to grips with it. I've only had it like a week. Maybe, yeah, it's like a week and a bit. So I'm trying to, like, just wrap my head around it before I start doing technical things on it. I haven't even used the fucking earbuds properly yet. The little plasticky bits that go in your ear don't actually fit. My ears are too big. So I need to get some different ones of them. But anyway, I wonder how many of the subs are actually active. 70 hours. So I've been looking at the analytics more and more, trying to understand them. Not sure I do, not sure I do. Not yet anyway. But one of the things I do is where most of my audience is, and it's mostly in the United States, which I very much appreciate. So I've been trying to understand like the culture in the United States more, by talking to people, like people like Ramsey and people like you, most of the people in the chat. A lot of it's in Britain and then Canada and then in Europe as well. Some in Australia, some in Indonesia. Let's see you. But the analytics show that 77% of my viewers on almost every video are subscribers. And I have heard other people say that it's the other way around for them. 70% of their viewers aren't subscribed to their channel. And it's like, it's, for me, I really like that. I like the idea that my subscribers actually watch me videos. Because you do see people with, I mean, you look at Red Adolescence, his channel's got what, 200,000, 250,000 subscribers. He gets 1,000 views on each video. That's not great. Wonder how many of this are all for real. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there who don't have real subscribers, which is very small and pathetic, I think. Adam says, it adds a bit of mystery by not showing your face. Yeah. Rich, you can start with familiarizing with the Fahrenheit scale. Certainly not. I don't want to go backwards in time. I want to go forwards in time. Celsius. America's the only major country in the world. Like, and when I say major, I think there might even be the only country in the world that still uses Fahrenheit. Jesus, get with the fucking times. Oh, that neck deserves a kiss, says Dushan. Good Lord. The algorithm must love them if 70% of the viewers are not subs. I think, Manly Sense, what it is it's the things that they review. So it's say they'll review something by Chanel, so all the Chanelistas will like turn up and they'll be like, oh, who's this talking about Chanel? And what are they saying? Who's this talking about Dior? Who's this talking about like this fashion brand or this like, they're thinking that but then it's like a fragrance. So people are like, Duncan needs to do an in-depth complete video of his Antares collection one day. Yes, I have actually made that suggestion to Duncan before. I've been like, I know he's keen. I know that he's up for it and he's just building towards it. It's the same with everybody. They just need to do the first video and then it becomes like a rolling addiction. Like I feel bad when I haven't made a video for a few days. I really want to. I'm just tired usually. Redo's view numbers are horrible, says the theorist. Yeah, this is absolutely. It must be really disheartening for him, but he can have no complaints. He doesn't review perfumes anymore. He's a salesman. They're infomercials. Nobody wants to watch fucking commercials. Nobody turns the TV on to watch the fucking commercials. He was great. He was the chosen one. It was told that he would destroy the commercials, not fucking join them. Go back and watch his old Bois d'Argent review. brilliant. The audio's horrible. The picture quality's shocking, but it's a brilliant video. So good. So good. You can see it in his eyes. Well, he looks excited that he's got it. Pound sterling is certainly going backwards, says Bob. Not anymore, it's not. Redo changes his eyes to blue. I've heard that. Is that true? Has he put contacts in? Because that's sad. Like, sad as in, like, don't be a loser. Just, you've got an eye colour, just live with it. Michael John says, lick the stream. Yes, lick the stream if you want to. Thank you. If I recall, 1 stone equals £14. It's either 14 or 12. Floral notes giving the equation for fucking Celsius to Fahrenheit, but just use Fahrenheit and just put all that one misery. Lol, too many international people in my orbit now. Weather is usually at a point in the convo. Hard to memorize, says Lily. The golden age of Fragcom is long gone. Sadly, so many reviewers gone spaced out. As a consumer of content, I feel you. I'm with you. Like, Joe, on average Joe, welcome. He'll be able to tell you about the stuff he's seen change in the Fragcom. He's been around for years. Somebody else who doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's been around for years, Joe. He's seen shit change. Everyone is stoked about Jonathan starting up his videos. Absolutely. I'm very much looking forward to that. Anuj, we will be his guests, says Duchamp. Blue eyes are sexy, Rich. Well, I've got blue eyes, Pradeep, but you wouldn't know that because I'm kind of abstract. I'm I'm either a rubber duck or I'm like bubbles floating in the void. You know? I am whatever you want me to be. But in real life, I do actually have blue eyes. That's the sad thing now. He has blue contacts. Is it true? Does he actually put blue contacts in? Because bloody hell. Like, that is some fucking... That is sad. Like, sort it out, man. Who cares? What colour your bloody eyes are? Just look at his thumbnail, says Micah. Yeah, but, like, has he not always had blue eyes? I thought £13, says Bob. No, it's not £13, it's £14. It's just when it's like £13, and then when you click over to the 14th pound, it's the beginning of the next stone. Been around for years, but still a kid, says Floral Notes. Yeah, he's kept his youthful looks, hasn't he? That's right. On average Joe, very youthful. The more content there is, the less significant. Yeah, it's like inflation, isn't it? The more there is of something, the less it's worth. Welcome, Lyndon. How are you? I'm just about to go. Sorry, mate. Bobby is going to leak a rumour that Lily is starting her own channel. I think Paris Hilton has naturally... God almighty, remember Perez Hilton? What a shithouse he was. I think Paris Hilton has naturally brown eyes, wears blue contacts too. That's just sorted out, man. Guess I'm going to have to revisit your face reveal at the video to see your eyes. I don't know that you'll see them that well. Nobody puts Lily in the corner, says Bob. My scent of the day is Habit Rouge Low EDT, says Lyndon. And Dushan says the genetic mutation for blue eyes starts at the Baltic Sea. That's right, and it can be traced back to one woman called Alan the Fair. If you look up Alan the Fair, A-L-A-N, Alan the Fair, blue eyes. Enrique says, I remember watching Katie Puckrick videos. Here's the thought for you. Katie Puckrick, right, hasn't made videos in about 8-9 years. It's 2014, we'll say, 2015, around that time. At that time, she had 30,000 subscribers. If she kept going, she'd have had well over 1 million. I'm convinced she'd have more than Jeremy if she'd just kept going. Because she's got personality, magnetic personality. She's a good-looking woman. She's brilliant on screen. Her videos were short and sweet and concise. She would have had well over 1 million subscribers if she kept going. It's just a shame that she didn't. She could come back and just take over again if she wanted to. I've no doubt about it. No doubt about it. She is a proper pro. Her. Charming, good-looking, witty. Everything. Had everything. Knowledgeable. She knew her shit. The original influencer. But there we are. I still watch some of them as well. I'm okay, Lyndon. I hope you are too. Layla, give us an email. I am going to go now. Friends, it has been a pleasure once again. Thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate it. It has been emotional. I will give Galen the last readout of the stream. Katie Puckrick coined the term yacht rock. Seriously. That is just unsurprising, we'll say. Anyway, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you for those who have donated and bought me coffee. I will reply to you now. It has been a pleasure. I will see you all soon. Good night.